Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Like a crowd of people. We have an echo problem. If any of you know how to fix it.
Do you guys hear it? Like you as the audience.
Let us know if you guys hear the echo.
We can't figure it out. We've left and come back in 10 minutes. Trying to figure it out. I'll go ahead and
Let
shut
us know
this.
if you guys hear it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Our echo thing is turned on.
Something happened. Something changed.
We didn't hear it. Oh. No.
Okay. It might be me, but why?
Were you on mute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. I mean, when you talk, we can't hear your voice echoing. So maybe mute until you talk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do that until we decide to fix it or figure out how to fix it.
Yeah. Because there's like a setting.
Yeah, and then when Justin talks, just unmute yourself, Justin. Okay. I'm so sorry.
We're trying to fix this. Ugh. So sorry, everybody.
It's we're cursed by the Phantom in the book for this live show.
We are.
So just let us know what you're reading while we figure it out real quick. Sorry.
Does this change anything?
Maybe.
Hello. No.
I turned off my work computer just in case because it's next to me, but I guess that didn't do anything.
I don't know. Did he mute himself again?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did you fix it?
We'll just do it that way. And then when Justin talks, he has the floor.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, guys. Thanks for telling us what you were reading. We are here for the live show for the book name is leaving my brain. I'm so distracted.
Phantom in Time. Oh, yeah.
I definitely read it for sure. I really did. I promise.
I finished 10 minutes ago, so it's fine. Well, technically, I was reading up until the last second, so.
Can I see the back? I don't have a physical copy. I read it on Kindle Limited. Cute.
Justin, yours is like a darker red than mine.
It is.
Might be my room is like yellow light.
Fair. Yeah.
Pretty. Very pretty. I really liked that this one was on Kindle Limited. I think this is like the first pick we've ever had that was on Kindle. It's okay, guys. We'll figure it out. Fun. Have we read a Christina Dodd?
What?
Have we read a Christina Dodd?
No. We should read her three-armed one. Castle's in there.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go around, introduce ourselves, say hi, and talk about what we rated it. Jess, you want to start us off?
Yeah. I just finished it. I started it a week ago. I like really tried to finish early this time. And I didn't like it. I found it quite boring. So like 2.5 stars. I literally have no idea what anybody else rated it. So yeah. I ended up like
Should I leave?
No.
Because I suggested this book.
Yeah, then you go.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I kind of feel the same way. I've read a lot of Phantom of the Opera retellings, and I don't think this one was my favorite. I think I changed my Goodreads rating like a bajillion times. Like I originally was like 3 star, no 2 star, no 3 star. So I'm just gonna go with the 3 star because I didn't hate it. Like I feel like we've read worse books, but it's not quite a 4 star either. So just solid 3 star. But to be fair, this month and last month I've started like 10 books and just DNF'd them. So I don't know if maybe it's just the reading mood I'm in right now because I'm struggling to finish books. And I blame Jess for that because she made me read Manacles and I cannot finish anything else after that. So sad for me. 4 stars. I saw your rating, Christy. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, I don't think this can top Manacle at all. I found it pretty entertaining, but again, it's nothing memorable. I think the romance pretty one-dimensional throughout, but I do like how it is a take on Phantom of the Opera. It's not like that one-to-one retelling. Like it has elements of it, and I do like the little like countdown murder subplot that drive the novel. Yeah, I give it 3.5. Yeah, I was entertained. I like the historical setting. Romance probably is actually my least enjoyable aspect of this novel, but everything else is kind of nice.
Yeah. I didn't mind the romance too much, but for me, what really was in like, I don't know if it was just my brain, but like the time travel aspect made no sense to me. Like how she could just toggle back and forth, like with the item, like it just this like it made no sense.
Yeah, I feel like this is a book where you kind of just take it for what it is. I don't think you can overanalyze it. I do like the kaleidoscope like that visually. I think is interesting, but yeah, how does it work? Who knows?
Yeah, because you have to like suspend your disbelief a little bit with this time travel romance because there's this show that got canceled, but I loved it. It was called In Time or something like that. And whenever they went back in time, every little thing that they did like affected the past. And that's kind of like the theory with time travel, right? Like you can't see yourself in the past, certain things that you do affect it. And like that did not exist at all. She was just toggling back and forth. No, like
chatting with everyone, like changing people's memory of things. Totally.
And even the way she spoke, I feel like would have been a red flag during that time period. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too picky, but the time travel aspect made literally no sense to me.
I mean, they did mention that like history had already written her into it. So like the guy who wrote the book was like, yeah, he had a lover named Bella and like he died, but like really he just disappeared. And he disappeared with her in the kaleidoscope and like back. So I think it was that. I mean, obviously it was just a kind of like a cop out kind of answer to all of that. It's like, oh well, like she'd already lived in history and that was the history she was learning kind of thing. So but I think it's interesting what all be said about opera. They were wrong.
I'm a fan of musicals and opera, but I know nothing like truly about it. So that wasn't anything like glaringly wrong to me. Timeless, thank you. Monica, thank you. I love that. Sorry, I can't curse on Jessica's channel. I love that show. I'm so sad it got canceled.
There's also a movie called Frequency. It's a bit older. That's kind of like the same time travel between father and son. That one's definitely way more intricate than this novel.
Yeah, and this is our third time travel book I think that we've read. We read a Beatrice Small one and was it A Knight in Shining Armor?
Yeah.
I feel like that one did time travel really well. Like she had to acclimate herself to like the different time and the like vernacular and stuff like that. So it made more sense to me.
Yeah. I also think it's interesting how much a lot of the romances we read have the hero on page with other people. Like he made out with so many different people.
Like right after her.
Yeah. And like in front of her. And it's just interesting how like we typically like read about like playboys and like rakes and stuff, but like I feel like today that's a big no-no. Like you cannot show the hero hooking up with anybody else on page or else you're not gonna like the hero. And I feel like that happened in Sky O'Malley. He was sleeping with whoever he wanted to on page.
Yeah, and in Judith McNaught, the one that we read, he had like a mistress on page for like the first few chapters.
Yeah.
1
star for effort, 1 star for being on KU.
2 stars, okay. I don't know, it wasn't like that bad to me.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like, but I feel like all the things I remember are everything other than the romance itself. Like, I also really like, it makes no sense, but her parents are actually also in the past.
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice reveal. I didn't see that coming, but then it's like, sure, why not?
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the romance wasn't. I feel like my rating part of it is like the nostalgia fan of the opera. Time travel is just interesting to read about, like in general. The setting was kind of fun, set in New Orleans. Like, all of that was fun. But yeah, it was kind of he was just a playboy and she just let him kind of get away with it a little bit.
And there was no depth to their romance. He liked her just because she was pretty and could sing, and she liked him because he was a playboy. Like, they never actually like talked to each other.
But he liked everyone who was pretty.
Yeah. I feel like their dynamics like the same throughout. Like, he just kind of keep pushing her, and then she's like, no, then yes, and it's the same kind of back and forth all the way through.
Yeah. And he's the one who's giving up everything for going back in time with him rather than her time.
Yeah, and I don't know. There wasn't a lot to her character other than she just like had stage fright. I'm like, what else is there like to you? Like, she didn't have hobbies. She didn't really have friends. She had her grandma. Like, I don't know.
To be fair, that's pretty much Christine Daae in Phantom of the Opera. She's a singer and she's pretty. There's no depth to her either.
It's her voice. That's her depth.
Yeah. I do agree the spice was a little cheesy.
Oh, the strawberry. I was like, where is it going? Why are you putting the strawberry?
Yeah.
And
but it does feel very 90s. It feels very 90s. Like, I feel like, yeah.
I mean, fair. Yeah. I mean, but even like all the side characters, they were just there to play a part. Like, they were there to be her roommate. And even like when it came out what the villain was, I was like, who was that again? Like, I do not remember this character.
I also don't remember. I was like, who is this?
And was she just jealous? I don't even remember like them clearly.
Yeah.
She sang her part for one of the show.
Maria was just jealous. I think when it happened, the guy, like her partner, was like, oh, you did this to her. Like, you came and you're beautiful and you sing really good. So you're the reason you made her go crazy. And I hate that plot. I hate like a scorned woman, evil, villainous woman. Like, I hate it so much. I despise that plot.
I think it would have been more fun if it was her friend's boyfriend, where who they thought it was originally. I was like, ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, she claimed to be over him, but like her boyfriend was jealous.
I agree.
Wait, have you read Phantom of the Opera, the book?
Mm-hmm. I have them all right here. I have like a bajillion copies.
Yeah. I don't know if you.
I read it in like the 8th grade, I think, like after I saw the Gerard Butler movie. But I definitely watch the movie and see the play more often than I reread the actual book.
Okay.
Is it similar, like the movie and the Broadway show, to the book?
The movie and the Broadway show are identical, like the same, but no, the book is a little bit different. The characters are more fleshed out.
I haven't seen the movie in a very, very long time.
Are you kidding? You didn't rewatch it for this? I did. I watched this like twice. I watched it once at work, and then I was like, I didn't pay enough attention to this glory, so I watched it again.
Where is it streaming somewhere?
Honestly, I think the whole thing is on YouTube because I'm pretty sure I watched it.
Okay. There were a lot of beignets. Monica has a video for that. You guys saw. I did like him. And at first I thought all the things were him. And he's like, I'm not trying to kill anybody. And then he ended up saving his life, which I thought was cute.
Yeah. I liked the grandma and I liked him.
And that was really it. Her spot on.
But to be honest, Bertram Small had some awful like sex scene descriptions as well. So I feel like that's very much Bodice Ripper, like early 90s historical romance.
Yeah. And every chance he got, he was trying to rip off her clothes.
Yeah.
I was like, she literally reappears and then disappears again to go spend the night with him. And her friends are like, where were you? She's like, we had to work some things out. And she's like, oh, really?
Especially near the end, I feel like in the end it's just like stack of like steamy things one after another. I was like, can we get going with the plot?
Yeah. And like I'm okay with steam for the sake of steam. Like I love steamy smutty books, but for this one I definitely was like, no, I want to know more about the time travel. I want to know more about the setting. So yeah, that was a struggle.
It took a while to get into, I will say. I mean, I just feel like the whole thing was slow when I was reading it. So, because I thought it was gonna be fun. Like, when we picked this, I didn't realize it was time travel. Did we know it was time travel?
I don't think so.
Probably not. I think we only know it's Phantom of the Opera.
We were talking about Phantom of the Opera, and then that came up.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like kind of a ghost romance, and I was gonna be really excited, but I was like, wait, this is the 1990s right now. So
I was so confused. Like when it started off in the 90s, I was like, is this actually considered historical?
I know, I was worried for a second. Oh no.
It is kind of interesting
maybe
reading
costume or something. Go ahead. Sorry, Justin.
I was gonna say it is kind of reading this now because the 90s also kind of a while back, whereas when this book is published, obviously 90s like contemporary. So
yeah.
Because I think it was published in 96, and then like the setting is 96.
True.
Good thinking, Justin. I didn't even think about that.
It's historical to us today, but it was contemporary at the time. Oh my gosh, it was almost 30 years ago. Like there were so many cool things that could have happened.
Yeah.
But I did like how the flowers that she got every year was literally her parents who set it up 100 years ago. That was cool.
I like that little touch. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I wanted a ghost romance too.
Yeah, we haven't read one. The only historical one I know is that one that like shifts.
Oh, the
cover that shifts. I think I have it down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look into this author. I feel like she mainly writes. She wrote a lot of time travel romance.
Oh no, she did.
Yeah. I wonder if
I saw one that almost sounded like another Phantom of the Opera title. Hold on, let me see.
This wasn't that impressive time travel wise, and she does it again.
Even on the cover, it says author of Time Swept Bride. That sounds like a time travel book also.
That does. Oh wait, she has the Phantom in the bathtub. Is that a ghost romance?
Another bathtub book?
Yeah. Oh wait, it's a ghost in her bathtub to the werewolf outside her window.
Halloween next year.
Yeah.
I love triangle in a bathtub. Why do I want to read that?
I was gonna say, I think it's in the 1800s.
Anyways, I found the ghost one. It's called Everlasting. There's no G in it. See? Cool.
There is a ghost romance. It's a novella by someone. Does anybody know what it is?
By Sarah Spade? Halloween Boo? That's not a historical one.
No.
You've never seen that one?
No.
It's literally like Ghost of the movie, but in a novella. It's not historical. It's called Halloween Boo. She moves into like an apartment, and she's having sexy times, and a ghost kind of like comes and they have sexy times, and that's the romance.
Okay. It was a Carrigan Burn one. It was really good.
No.
I really liked it.
No.
1982 is technically historical.
No, when I'm thinking historical, I'm thinking like Regency or Highland. Like,
This is true too.
Yeah.
if there's something about me, I love a theme. I love something campy and like ridiculous, which is how we end up picking some of the worst books we read.
But I'm glad this is not the worst. I'm glad this is kind of middle ground for like our. I feel relieved. I didn't drag the book club down.
The one that we've read.
You what?
What do you think is the worst one that we've read so far?
Though there was one I passed like.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was a pirate and the pagan. No.
None of us finished.
None of us finished that one.
Was it Fires of
Not
Winter?
one. It was awful too. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Fires of Winter was the one that was way too historical, right? Like about like the.
Oh, we read it with Lacey. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one wasn't the worst, but it was bad.
We have some exciting ones coming up though.
Yes, we do.
I mean, The Flame and the Flower is in November.
I feel like I need like a spreadsheet about that book. Go ahead, Justin.
I feel like I need to start that this month and then 2 months to digest that book for the live show.
I'm nervous. But it'll be fun. We do have to pick our next 3 books though. For the new year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so let us know what. Oh, and let us know if you guys. Okay, I was talking to Jessica. She hasn't agreed totally, but let me know, guys, if you agree with this idea. So this is 3rd year, right? So it will be our 4th year coming up doing this live show or this book club, which is crazy. And we've only read books published before the year 2000. So would you guys be interested in us reading some newer releases? Not newer, but after the year 2000. Maybe switching off every other month. Let us know. And what authors you want us to pick for next year.
Because I feel like there are some like classics that are like in the early 2000s that were like, well, it's not
yeah, because like Sabrina Jeffries is in the early 2000s, but I consider her like a classic historical romance author.
Yeah. And that was still 12, so it's a while ago. Scandalous Love.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I have not read any Brenda Joyce, but I feel like I might have some of her books because the cover looks really nice.
I do have a bunch of hers because of the covers.
Oh my god, this cover is everything. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, it's that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because this was I think that's a new edition, came out in 2006. Yeah, that one's 1992.
Oh, Elizabeth Hoyt. I would love to read Elizabeth Hoyt.
But I mean, like, it's fun finding like not campy, but like just like unique kind of premises like this one.
They're campy. They're definitely campy. Like just
calling it campy.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not a bad thing. There's something about body strippers that are so bonkers and like it only fits in that type of setting. If a contemporary book was to do some stuff like this, it wouldn't fit at all. Which book do you have with you, Justin?
Yeah, have you guys read Her?
No.
This one I'm kind of curious. I mean, this one wouldn't fit. I just checked. This is from 2007. but it has something to do with inspired by Frankenstein. So there's like a mystery element in it. It's called Sleepless at Midnight.
Is there a step back to that?
Yeah.
I love.
Oh, that's book
Oh,
one.
that's book one of this.
I do have
I do
one
have one where
she
she
has,
has like
super curly
super
hair.
curly hair.
By that author.
Mm.
Okay, so
Okay,
next
so
year we
next
might
year we
read
might
some
read
published
some published
before
before
2000,
2000,
but not too many.
but not too many. Ooh, that's good to know.
It was
Lily.
Really? Is that good or bad?
This doesn't excite me. Okay. True.
Yeah, because I do feel like there's still a lot older ones I do want to check out as well. It would be nice to read another Johanna Lindsay.
Oh yeah, Johanna Lindsay's backlist is pretty good. I really just love her Mallory Anderson series. That's my favorite.
Have you read more in it?
I read the first 4, I think.
Mm.
We read the first one together. Obviously, I read Gentle Rogue, and I've read, I think, 2 others. But yeah, have you guys read any other Phantom of the Opera retellings before?
I feel like I just saw Christy post something. I think Kate Bateman just had a novella that's like Phantom of the Opera. So that was a very interesting timing.
Yeah. Sam Costa is coming out with a new pen name, and she's doing a Phantom of the Opera romance, and I'm dead. Like, I'm so ridiculously excited. One that's really good is Point of No Return. That one's by Devlin Sinclair. That one is pretty much spot on. Like, I think the heroine in that one, her name is Christine Daniels. She goes to the opera and has like a connection to the opera house because her fated mates are gargoyles in the opera house. It's a poly romance. 3 gargoyles and then her. And then there's a gender bent one. Oh, which one is that one called? I can't remember. Man, it's a poly romance between Raoul, Phantom, Christine, who's a guy, and her friend. It's 4 people. Midnight Melodies, I think is what it's called. Something like that. Man, what is it called?
Is this one a ghost romance or no?
Which one?
Phantom of Drury Lane.
Oh, I have read Phantom by Greer Rivers, and that is very good as well. I like that one too. That one's like a darker romance and has good mental illness rep. Or I think she's bipolar in that book.
Isn't this in a book box?
It might be. She's going to be at Vegas.
Yeah. Did you buy Kate Bateman's book?
No.
People who read it? It's $3 for a 100-page novella. Okay. I mean, I think it's funny. It's Drury Lane.
Jessica just really wants a ghost romance.
Did you read 4 Psychos by Christy Cunning? It's Why Choose ghost romance. She's the ghost, and they're like demon hunters. And she is stuck in her house for like a year watching them, and they can't even see her, and then they can see her. It's really good.
I don't think I know it was a ghost romance. Interesting.
It's really good. I like ghost romances. It's because, did you ever read the Mediator series by Meg Cabot? It is like a classic ghost romance. She's a mediator, so she can see ghosts, and falls in love with Jesse, who lives in her house. So good. She wrote that like a long time ago, and I was reading that in like middle school, high school, and then she wrote a like follow-up book recently that I've heard is really bad, so I didn't read it. But
Knight's Melody is the gender bent one I was thinking. So it's gender bent. There's 4. It's a poly romance. It's basically Christine, Raoul, Phantom, and Meg, but gender bent. Love it. Anything where Raoul gets on the romance, that's a win for me. Because I will die on the hill that Raoul was the better option than Phantom. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Isn't he scarred?
Raoul?
The Phantom?
Yes. He's like half his face.
Yeah, so do the Phantom of the Opera retellings normally have a scarred hero, or do they not?
In Knight's Melody, they do. In Point of No Return, no, they're gargoyles. So some do, some don't.
Okay.
Christy! How
Oh no.
Boy was Viscount. He loved her since she was a child. They were child. I can't even think right now. I'm so upset.
Okay. I need to watch this movie again.
I read Lisa Kleypas on the comment. I was like, what movie?
No, Phantom of the Opera.
Absolutely. That I would watch that every month. This is true.
I feel like I have this. I love that. Which ones? I need to read her old stuff. Like where
we could read like her very first ones. We could.
But yeah, where do we get it?
You can't get it anywhere unless you want to buy it for $200. Nobody's as lucky as we are where we find it for super cheap in thrift stores.
Definitely not happening in Canada.
Yeah. Did they even publish that book in Canada?
I have no idea, actually. I don't know how back in the day things work. I feel like there's just way less secondhand mass market paperback floating around in this part of town.
That's fair. I found it at an estate sale, so someone had like a whole collection of theirs that they were getting rid of. Maybe we just have to do a reading vlog together. I'm assuming the Gerard Butler version is what everybody likes the best.
That's true. There are like so many.
Well, a lot of people hate Gerard Butler as Phantom, but they're haters, and you shouldn't trust them.
Okay. Oh, is it? The Lisa Kleypas? Give me tonight.
Yeah, it looked like it. It says Trouble Back in Time.
I didn't know that. Samantha, did you hear that?
I did. What? Where does it say that?
On Goodreads. She wants to reveal to Ben her astounding secret that she traveled back in time to be with him. Yeah, Lacey said it's a time travel Lisa Kleypas. Is that like available to buy? Or is that one of them that aren't?
I think the plot on the back of the book is different than what they have on Goodreads.
I don't know if I have that one.
On Amazon is $170. I guess not.
We're not reading that one. Christy's out here hating everything Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, that's actually a very popular opinion, unfortunately.
I mean, the Broadway is still the original. It's just different
Yeah,
when translated to screen.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about, Christine. That's everyone's favorite Phantom. Listen, Gerard Butler is so fine. I will die on that hill as well.
Prince of Dreams is time travel? We haven't read Elisa Kleypas in a while together.
But yeah, people do not like Gerard Butler as Phantom. They like that guy. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ramin something.
Can Gerard Butler sing?
Yes. Excuse me. But that's people's problem.
Yeah, I think that's where most of the criticism came from. Is his?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like an opera singer. I think he did it more like rock for the movie version.
Yeah. People say it like isn't fully like opera and stuff like that, but I mean like Gerard Butler. I will say he is my favorite actor. Like every single movie he's in is my favorite movie.
Okay, but like that wasn't the same.
That is my favorite, hands down. I'm gonna spit up right now. Hands down, my favorite romantic comedy. Well, it's not a comedy. That's a devastating movie, actually. But
him being dead.
I love that movie though. I love it.
Karen Marie Moning does have good time travel, his historical Highlander ones.
Oh, I have so many of those. They're all right here. I have them all right here.
And I think those were early 2000s. I don't know. The Prince of Dreams has really bad ratings on Goodreads. Wishbone did Phantom of the Opera? Okay.
Christy. Devastation. But yeah, everyone needs to go watch Gerard Butler's version of Phantom of the Opera, and then go watch P.S. I Love You, and then go watch Law Abiding Citizen, and then go watch Plane, and then go watch Angel Has Fallen and London Has Fallen.
Yeah, those are my favorites.
Wow, you really follow his filmography.
I love him. I just periodically go on like IMDb and I'm like, have I watched everything? I literally am obsessed with him.
I did not know this about you.
Oh yeah, that's literally like how I got like the Phantom of the Opera tattoo, because I saw the movie before I saw the Broadway show. Actually, I did it backwards.
Wow. And did you see some of his earlier stuff? Like, was it Timeline?
I'm like 300.
300, yeah. Was he in one of the Tomb Raider movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Done that one.
Hmm.
Yes, I did. You know what? Actually, I don't think I've seen that one.
What?
Yes, Jessica, get with it.
No, what is this?
It's him singing, right? In Galloway Girl? I thought that's what he sings in P.S. I Love You. No?
Oh, is it?
It's not a niche celebrity interest. He's a popular person of interest. Law-abiding citizen, Christy. I would say if I picked like my top 3 favorite movies, that's like number 2. It's right there.
We have had this book club for almost 4 years, and I have never known your infatuation with Gerard Butler.
Yeah. He's literally like 1, 2, and 3 on my favorite movies. It goes Law Abiding Citizen. No. P.S. I Love You, Law Abiding Citizen, Phantom of the Opera. That's the order of my top 3 favorite movies.
I've never
Turns
seen
out like on the other side of the screen is all Gerard Butler on the wall.
I have like a cardboard cutout.
That was so funny. I don't know. What is Lost Law-Abiding Citizen about?
Oh,
Jamie
daughter
Foxx?
and his wife. So like there's a burglary and his daughter and his wife end up getting murdered. And the two guys who committed it somehow or one of them at least, the main one who killed his daughter and his wife, gets off like scotch-free because he made some type of deal. And he's like pissed off. So he ends up, it's very unrealistic, but we're going to roll with it. He ends up like studying like law and stuff like that and seeking revenge on all the people that failed him. And then he gets off scotch-free as well. And then he's like, you guys are fucking idiots, and continues to like murder people and stuff like that. But it's all in vengeance. Yeah, that's a good one.
Such different genres of 1, 2, and 3 that he was in.
Because he's perfect. He can do everything.
Okay. Isn't he married to someone like super, super young?
Doesn't matter. Didn't see.
Oh no, that's Jason Statham, right?
I don't think he's married. Or has kids. I don't think so.
He's not married?
I don't think he's married. Or maybe delusionally, I've convinced myself he's not married. He's also in that movie Plane, which is really good too.
I'm gonna look up if Gerard Butler married.
No, he's not married, but he has a partner of almost 9 years, Morgan Brown.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, she's pretty. Okay. Well, good for her, I guess.
Cheryl.
That's also impressive in its own right.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
To actively avoid watching any of his movies. 1925 version. I have
okay. 300 is good.
Interesting.
Oh, and then he's in that one where he's a bounty hunter and like his son is sick. What is that one called?
Bounty Hunter.
Like we're on the same wavelength, guys. This is beautiful. Anyways, Monica,
I saw
you have a lot of work to do. I think he is.
Everybody go watch Gerard Butler tonight. You have plenty of choices. Including How to Train Your Dragon.
Do you watch those two, or he had to be on the screen?
No. I'm like once I find an actor that I like or an actress, I don't care if it's like a video game. I'm like dedicated to work my way through their IMDb list.
Nice.
Okay. I'll watch Phantom of the Opera. Okay. Do you have to go, Samantha?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I take my dad's to the airport.
Okay, we're gonna end just a little bit early because you gotta go be a good daughter, drive your father to the airport. Next week is next month, October this month. What is this? Gothic Romance. This Other Eden by Marilyn Harris. This should be on KU. I'm pretty sure our next book is on KU. So check out our Instagram. We will be announcing our date there. This is 560 pages. So maybe don't start last minute like we do. So yeah, we're excited. Thank you guys for joining. We had fun. It's fun trying a new author and a new fan of the opera. Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later.